and the San Francisco 49ers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, D, get off the field.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I got it.
To throw is Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go,
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, we got tight right. We got three, fellas, we got three.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
You ain't got nothing. Out there. 21. Smooth.
Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here we go.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On second down, it's Coleman. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
You might be getting tired of seeing me. 55 my guy, 55. Check right. 21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Come on, come on. Check, 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 check.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Show it up, show it up. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Back at his own 49.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Spawn, spawn, spawn. We're going to 52.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
51, boy, 51. 56, bullet, half. Watch the screen. Check. Check hot route. We're going to 52.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a pick.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A big run that time by Elliott. 46 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch twitch.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Prescott. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Hey, kill. Check 27.
From the red zone now, Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Kill. 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, that's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the out.
Prescott off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Check three, check three. Here we go. 54. Mike 54. Bang it.
First down, Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Right there, 54. Here we go, 46. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. He's going to find Gallup here complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They will run again with Coleman. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
White.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Watch the run.
22.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not. Now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him down at the 1-yard line.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you fall 1 yard, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Garoppolo now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. To throw is Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Got three down.
Cowboys 27, 49ers 3.
There we go. Then we're going to 53. No chance. Undercut.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Cooper was the intended target. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. They'll look to throw here. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We're going to 54.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to loft one. Deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I can't believe they let you play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Prescott now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And Anderson's got it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Here we go.
Randy Gregory. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line, DeMarcus Lawrence. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And that'll be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Give me some. Here we go.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. He may try and run for them. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, good job.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone
under pressure, and they got to him again. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Garoppolo. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here comes. And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey,
following the interception, here's Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quan Alexander in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Prescott. Open man is Cantrell. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.